And then Joanne.
Shalom, everyone. I am Joanna Pierre from the Twin Islands of Trinidad and Tobago. Today's presentation at Spiritual, Physical, and Emotional Cleansing Training is Dr. Santy Lee. She earned a PhD in clinical psychology at California University. She is an American clinical marriage and family therapist. She also has received certificates from a College of Nutrition in Toronto. You can find her talk from number 11 to 40 at our YouTube channel called Messianic Healing, talk 1 to 10 at House of Israel UK. Today's title of the talk 41 is Brain Pollution by Impure Grains Affecting Mind and Body. Let's welcome Dr. Santy Lee. Hello, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. I'm so glad that I'm able to present today's talk 41. Let me see if everyone can see it. Yes. Okay. As I mentioned in talk 39, and body have a personal connection. What you feel and then act reflect what you eat. Healthy gut is our second brain, makes healthy brain functioning and maintain healthy body condition. Likewise, damaged gut causes mental malfunctioning, poor memory, lower IQ, attention, inattention, and poor coordination, poor impulse control, low immunity, causes pains, sicknesses, and cancer, etc. Therefore, we have to pay attention to what kind of food we intake and affect our gut. So eating artificial modified grains, because they contain phytate and glysophate, these two things cause major mental and physical disruptions, as well as chronic disease, including mood swings, paranoia, social disengagement, Alzheimer, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. Oh, wow, many of them are related. Let's look at where can we find the impure grains. High yield modified semi-dog wheat plants, mold. They use them. You can find they are mold or pest resistant. They were not tested for safety for human consumption that cause health dangers. Phytate in these grains binds all minerals, resulting in mineral deficiencies, autoimmune diseases, and other mental and bodily illnesses. The arsenic in rice induces chronic toxicity. Sourdough bread contains amylopectin, rises our blood sugar level higher than the level of the table sugar. Wow, do you find? So have to watch out if we take rice. And also glysophate and other strong wheat killers you can find everywhere. According to the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, CFIS, discover contains the contents of glysophate, 36.6% of grain. 47.4, you can find them in beans, peas, and lentil. 11% from you can find them in soy products, 31.7% you can find them from infant cereal. What you feed your baby. 80% of the following food products test contain glyphosate. Listed with glyphosate level of parts per billion. We use the unit ppb. Let's look at how many of them. From whole grain tortillas, 744 ppb. Roast garlic hummus, or you can call it chickpeas. You can make it to chickpeas, 760 ppb. Large flake oats, 135 ppb. Oat cereals, 577. Crackers, 569. Cereal, 161. Mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese. Many of you may try it. My fund is very convenient, 521 ppb. Hummus, 506. Chickpeas, 2x4. Sesame bagel, 233. Multigrain spaghetti, 231. Chocolate glazed timbit, 209. Well, look at the figure. We have to understand France, Germany, and Australia severely restrict or ban glyphosate starting from 2018. Italian wheat contains lower glyphosate than Canadian exports of durum wheat to Italy. You can find these resources I just mentioned from this information. Quadric environmental defense was in your lunch. Our gut needs good bacteria, such as Akkermansia, and these bacteria like to eat fiber. The fiber, the phloem mucus in our gut requires this kind of this bacteria to keep the gut healthy. Good bacteria protects the gut from bad microbes, from bad food and other enemies to our body. Depleting fiber intake makes the bacteria consume the phloem mucus in our gut, in the digestive intestine. We call it GI tract. So we need fiber. But what type of fiber we need? We'll talk about it. This hungry Akkermansia eat through the intestinal wall if we don't eat fiber that cause chronic intestinal inflammation. This allows breakdown impure grain products to enter through mucous barriers into bloodstream. We call it leaky gut. The technical term is called endotoxemia. Oh, come on. So the bacteria are supposed to help us, but it becomes harmful because they are so hungry, they need to eat fiber. All chronic disease can be examined by human microscope. Many illnesses originate from endotoxemia. Grains containing Wiculus, glyphosate, herbicides, pesticides can be found in stool microbes. The small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, we call it SIBO. These toxins in grains enter into bloodstream because of low fiber intake or high sugar diet. SIBO causes food tolerance, so problem, and also sickness or emotional damages. What's the result from eating the impure grains? Anti-inflammatory drugs, we call it antibiotics, and also endotoxemia, SIBO, they cause sicknesses. What kind of sicknesses we end up with? Ashma, fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, neurodegenerative and autoimmune diseases, sorcerers, joint disease, heart attack, high blood sugar, type 2 diabetes, because of the grain, impure grain, and high sugar, artificial sugar especially. Colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, cardiac disease, food intolerance, fatty liver, diverticular disease, colon cancer, osteoporosis. Oh, come on, deep our bones chip. Insulin resistance, blood flow, problem of blood flow. Okay. Okay, how about mental malfunction? Lower IQ, paranoid, auditory problem, hallucination. You can find this symptom from a patient, they suffer from schizophrenia. Suicidal thought, okay, how about depressive patients? Anxiety, anger, or anxiety disorder, mood swing, Alzeimer's, dementia, Parkinson disease, again, all this caused by the result of eating impure grain, antibiotic, and also the SIBO sicknesses. Harms, okay, let's look at this. When I study nutrition, my professor wants us to use this thick 2 inches textbook. So we from the textbook I discover, confirm low fiber diet causes constipation, GI tract disorder, diverticulosis, colon cancer. High fiber diet prevents this problem and reduces the risk of appendicitis. On the other hand, Solly Lawton, she said, fiber choice is very, very, very crucial because the food plant contain oxalate. Oxalate overload cause our body a lot of sicknesses too. Therefore, she warned some high oxalate food induces vegetarian or physical or emotional illnesses. Okay, so those who stick with only eating veggie or fruit, pay attention to this. So I'm talking about two extremes. One extreme is very little fiber intake and very little fruit intake. Another extreme is no meat, nothing, no animal produce and products, and then only eat veggie or fruit. But the selection of veggie is important because of the high oxalate, oxalate overload. So where can we find the high oxalate content? Let's look at what kind of food they contain high oxalate content. Buckwheat, tough flour, wheat cereal or bread, carrot powder, dark chocolate, cocoa powder. Many people think that dark chocolate is very good, but it has high oxalate. Cocoa powder, we use it to make chocolate. Mocha, amaranth flour. Oh, I used to like this kind of bread. Come on, quinoa, come on, beets, carrots, chop, rhubarb, sorrel. Oh, 50-something years old man because ate a bowl of sorrel soup. Well, end up in a sudden death. they have to investigate why. And one of the cause would be too much oxalate. One of the causes, okay. Spinach, oh, do you like spinach? Mixed salad greens, you can find spinach in it. Peanut, navy bean, pinto bean, pine nut. Oh, I like pine nut. It's expensive, but it's very tasty. But it has high oxalate. Cashew, do you like cashew? Black bean, I was told black bean can make my hair black. Now I have to be careful. Soybean, oh, who likes soy drink? Northern bean, almond. Oh, come on, when you're hungry, you don't want to cook, so you want to eat almond. Plantain, sweet potato. Oh, it tastes so good. Now, discovery has high oxalate. Chia seed, every morning I used to eat chia seed. Poppy seed, grain cereal. Blackberry, you just discover the blackberry seed has a ring in the seed. That is the oxalate. Quick, star fruit, kiwi, pomegranate, etc. Okay, I hope in the future talk I will explain more about oxalate, so you have more understanding. Previous symptoms will appear, such as, okay, if you have the existing symptom, you keep eating high oxalate food, so the symptoms will, such as pain or fatigue, will appear because of the abrupt diet change. Okay, what it means, or inconsistent effort. What it means is that if we suddenly drop not eating all this food I just mentioned in this slide, suddenly, quit, and then what's the result? That our previous symptom, such as our pain or fatigue, will come back because we suddenly quickly 100% drop, not like all this high oxalate drop. So our body react. So that's why it is better to start slowly and examine our body response carefully in the clearing process. However, Sally Morton suggests meat and the meat fat along with the low oxalate fiber would fit well. Okay, very good advice. Let's look at accommodation. Ways to reduce or eliminate the negative effects by the impure grain on our mind and body. Stay away from high-yield modified semi-drop wheat, glysophate, artificial sugar, artificial preservatives, yeast products. Yeast products can be found in commercial baking products and high oxalate food. But we have to be careful the reducing intake of oxalate food in a slowly manner. Okay, because we are Torah observant, we have to set our lifestyle set apart, so we don't allow the unclean items, just like pork or shrimp or lobster, go into our body. Avoid toxic exposure to environmental. Okay, before I want to stress more about this point. Unclean, not only the pork or shrimp, the animal product. I'm talking about also the impure grains, impure grain, yeast and artificial sugar and antibiotic that has lots of side effects, and if be careful of the SIBO symptoms. Okay, all this we have to pay attention to keep our body strong, to set apart from this impure world. Avoid toxic exposure to environmental. Okay, in my previous talk, I talked about environmental contamination, chemical contamination, heavy metal in my previous talk, pollutant allergens. So check what kind of environment and what are we using in our daily life. Check the ingredients of the medicine, because when we are sick, we usually may consult physician. They prescribe us antibiotic. Check the side effect on antibiotic and pray about it. And even before you go to get them, you have to find out the side effect and make a wise decision. Pray about it. We have to reduce our stress. Practice self-control on food selection, intake. It demands high discipline. Those items I just mentioned has high oxalate, and also in my first few slides I talk about the PPD, the high glysophate, high content, high glysophate and high phytate content. We have to eliminate. So leave us very little choices. However, Father give us creativity and give us opportunity to grow our own vegetable and plants that would fit with if they are low oxalate. So we have to ask for wisdom. As conclusion, we need physical cleansing with spiritual in order to reach the spiritual and emotional growth. I prepared this presentation by using these resources. The East Connection, very powerful book by Brooke. He's one of the famous East expert in this field. Okay, SIBO, this is from Davis, Dr. Davis, from the podcast. Very good, extensive explanation on SIBO, small intestinal symptom. Okay, as I said, you can find the PBD, how much glysophate in our food grain. From this information, what's in your lunch, how glysophate finds its way into your children's food. We don't want to feed our children with the wrong food, impure grain, that cause a lot of problem, and to our body too. Okay, go to check this website, and also my nutrition textbook, Staying Healthy with Nutrition. Okay, and also Sally Lawton, Toxic Superfood, very powerful book. How oxalate overload is making you sick and how to get better. Remember, look at this. Her book came out last year, 2022, very new book. She's in the field of nutrition. She's used to eat a lot of vegetables, but she became sick. She wouldn't understand why. Why is that? How come I'm sick? I'm in the field of nutrition. What happened? And then she discovered this mystery of oxalate. And sadly enough, she mentioned many times in her book, many people, medical field and nutrition field, many researchers in the food science ignore. They're not aware of the existence of the oxalate. But the oxalate toxicity caused by oxalate was discovered even in 1994 from the Journal of Toxicity. I hope I will mention more later on in my talk. And that time already have studied on the impact, negative impact on animal and human being, and animal, because of oxalate overload. So try to get hold of this book if you can. Okay, now if you like my presentation and want to contact me, I attend House of Israel UK, as many of you already been attending House of Israel UK. And I also attend the local congregation Toronto called Kayla Marine Church. I worship there after I finished listening to Alpha Bailey and Pastor Marcus at House of Israel UK. And then you can join the spiritual, physical, and emotional cleansing training. My training right now, I try to do the talk once a month, usually in the beginning of the month. And then afterward, I have to help the peer counselor to train them. So I provide peer counselor training after the my usual monthly talk. If you like my presentation, I appreciate you send me offering through Western Union. And then please put my first name, Santy KL. My last name is Lee. I live in Canada, in the province of Ontario. If you live in Canada, you can e-transfer me. I will give you my email address. Just get hold of me by going contact Kaira Mayim Ching. Then you can find me and get my email address. Okay. Thank you in advance for your offering. May Yahweh bless you and reward your offering and your heart for offering greatly. Okay, now I finished talking, and then I like to see if you have any question. Daniel, very wonderful, wonderful. And Lisa from Trinidad, we have yeah, wonderful. We have people from UK, we have people from USA, we have people from Trinidad. Thank you, Father, for such a wonderful group and your eagerness to learn. Wonderful. Okay, now it's a question time, and then anyone who wants to ask me question or have any comment.
I have a comment and a question. It's just hard to know what to eat anymore. Because I thought I had my diet in the right direction. Well, it's probably in the right directions, but there's some bumps in the road. And so I love black beans. And, and now I can't eat black beans. I can't eat pinto beans. I can't eat navy beans. I can't eat great northern beans.
Can't eat any beans.
That's right, Stephen. It's like, man.
The only thing I'd like to add to that, Laura, is that you should try and eat what you can, but I definitely think the importance of prayer is very important when you pray over your food.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're walking a very impossible path here. Now, remember when they were in the waters of Mamre, when the water was bitter? They threw a branch in the water, yeah? So we've got to have that same approach. So we have to pray over food because we can't always get what we need.
Yeah, and I just remember, since you said that the Creator said that, if we take up anything that's I can't now remember exactly, but if we take up anything deadly, it would not hurt us.
Yeah.
But this is ridiculous. I mean, I think before they put all of these terrible things on our food, we could eat it. You know, I think we could do that. If we find our organic black beans, organic stuff, and plant our own, can we eat it? I mean, I'm sure they probably still have some of those, whatever they are, oxalates in it, but I don't know.
It'll be less polluted for that way.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Be less polluted.
Okay. In the beginning of this universe, everything's so perfect. We don't have to worry about polluted water, polluted plants, polluted animal meat. Everything's so perfect. Father made this whole world perfect. Pure, 100% pure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Satan pollute this whole world. Even the plant have to fight for the battle. The plant, they cannot survive without without introducing the oxalate to fight the enemy, to fight the pesticide, to fight the herbicide, to fight the all kinds of chemicals.
Wow.
So this oxalate research discovered the last maybe since 1990s. So before 1990s, maybe people don't recognize the danger of oxalate. But look what happened. Okay, so one thing, if we can grow our own organic, use the organic seed, one thing, but it doesn't mean that we cannot eat them once a year or just small amount. You can still have spinach, but just very tiny bit amount. Okay, just a little bit amount. I'm not saying those are the toxic food, just like the chemical. No. But just as I said, you cannot, continue to take the high quantity of overload of food, overload with oxalate. But I said small amount, very small amount. Okay, and you have to be careful. Maybe organic, if they are organic, is better than not organic.
Yeah.
Also, meat. You can eat animal meat or organic animal meat. Recently, there's a trend on carnivore diet. I don't know you have heard of it. Have you heard, Daniel?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. My daughter, she changed diet into carnivore, complete carnivore for 2 months. Her skin problem disappeared. But I reduced amount of vegetable intake and increased the animal product intake. And then I try to get hold of organic meat. Okay, so we have to reorganize. I remember I taught you guys how to make organic low yeast bread.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
brown rice, right? So the more I understand, the more I know about what's the trend, the new trend was discovered, and I have to adjust and modify and tell you, right? If I don't do the update study, and keep doing it, I would cause damage to my body and to your body. But I don't want to do it. So I keep trying to reach out, whatever in the field, what's good, what's bad, and make adjustment.
Well, I think also what you just said there, Santy, like you said, a little bit of this, little bit of that. Everybody's metabolism is individual. Every one of us is different. So we have to take a very close observation of what works for us. Now, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but since the COVID started, I remember a lot of people went down with COVID, told me they had stomach issues after it. So, I mean, as I said, so I don't know, does anyone else notice that at all? People had COVID, started having stomach issues?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, well, I heard a few people who had stomach issues. I didn't have it before that. So we just don't know what...
Occasional acid reflux. But just recently, not in the past.
So ultimately, we just got to understand our own bodies and work out what works for us. Yeah, what works for one person won't necessarily work for another. I mean, since I've done my shouldering, I threw a lot of my dietary things out the window because I started eating cheese for calcium for my shoulder. So I've been eating lots of fruits to repair the nerves. I had an X-ray yesterday. They said healing is taking place. I've got physiotherapy on Friday. So once it sorts itself out and I can start living a life with 2 arms instead of 1, then I'll go back on the strict diet.
Yeah, Stephen, you can contact me if you like regarding the calcium intake, healthy calcium intake that would be beneficial if you like. But yeah, you do have...
Cheese, well, cheese is a basic staple for the calcium intake. Yeah, cheese and milk.
Oh, milk. You can take goat milk.
Yeah.
Goat milk is the best. It has 0 oxalate.
Okay.
Goat milk.
Yeah, I drink goat milk when when I warm up the goat milk. Okay, the talk is finished in 1 minute and less than 1 minute. Okay, and then I will open up another time for prayer. Can someone close to today's teaching? Austin, can you pray, please?
Heavenly Father, we thank you for another opportunity to be able to gather together. It's been a while, and I thank you for preserving each one of us and for directing